Good morning, students. So, in the course of your knowledge representation reasoning, the first unit we have an idea about the importance of the logic, first order logic, propositional logic, and followed by predicate logic, monotonous logic, non-monotic, fuzzy logic, and followed by a number of connectivities. So, in terms of the logic, what happened? So, you are dealing with the propositional case. So, in terms of the propositional case, what happened? Quite simple. It will be dealing with a number of connectivities. Already we know the things of a logical connectivity and logical operator in the language. The purpose of the propositional logic make the knowledge-based system to find the solution on its own. So, the number of symbols are used, such as what happened? Will be getting to the negation symbol, conjunction symbol, disjunction symbol, implication, and followed by condition. The symbols are very, very important. And finally, what happened? Now you are getting a statement. The statement P arrow Q getting into logical equivalent to. We are going to discuss it in terms of the various proportion. Proportion in the sense the statement P right arrow Q by means of the various connectivity will be getting. The first option, what happened? P or Q, the connectivity. The value of the P will be getting into the logical operator or connect with the Q. We already know in terms of the logical what happened when the values of the P and Q. Suppose we know the truth table P and Q, when P getting into 1 and Q also getting into 1. It will be getting into true statement, true, and then block will be executed. Similarly, what happened? What will be happen? P or negation Q. What means so? The P or negation Q in the condition, the value of the P is 1. When the Q is 0, now it is getting into 1. In what happened? It is connected with the R. So 0, 1, 1. 1, 0, 1. So it will be always true. Already we know in terms of our knowledge-based representation, when a statement will be true for all of the condition and connectivity, it is called third arrangement. On again, second option, negation of the P or Q, the second proposition. What proposition? First proposition, P tends to Q or P, right arrow Q. Now the form of the things we are getting into, what is negation of P or Q. Now what happened? It's also Q. What happened? It's what happens when the value is getting in, but the answer is negation of P or Q. The value of the P is changed. The proportions, how the statement in terms of knowledge representation will be getting, and how the system will be getting involved in terms of generating the logic. So normally what happens? It will be applying the search strategy where the knowledges are stored in the various semantic web or semantic net or in the tree or maybe of any form of the hierarchical data structure, not only of an array. We will be getting into the tree, binary, hash, link, and then a dictionary and etc. From the scenario, for the condition, for the literals and for the quantifier, how to validate it, how to. Now what is the third form of the proposition of the P tends to Q? What happened? Negation Q, the form is differentiated into some other form. Negation Q tends to R as arrow to P. What happened? Logical not and etc. The last form. What happened? P connected with P and Q. So in the proportional case in the today class, we deal with in terms of handling of logical connectivities. How to handle the and or and not. Normally we know that not happen, not in the sense what and not. When the value of the concern P and Q, when you give a substitute of a negation of P, when the initial value of the P is 0, the value is getting into what happened? 1. Similarly, negation of Q, when the value of Q is 1, now the what to say the present value, it will be automatically changed. This is called a logical connectivity of the proposition. Logical operator is represented as a just of a tilde symbol and followed by what happened? The second connectivity is a logical operators and or not, which are of the similar to of gates. What happened? AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, and etc. which is called a primary gate. Again in terms of the logical connectivity, the propositional logic also, the logical operator plays a good role. So we know the truth table of the R. What happened? 0, 1, 1. And then again 1, 0. When the value both of the 0, 0, it will be getting into 0. And what happened in terms of the AND? 1, 1 and etc. So the statement P and Q getting into the various proportions, therefore the proportional logic and proportional case will be deriving of the various proportions of the statement and concluding how to represent it in terms of the things. Not only in terms of the theory, it need to get into the condition of the problem statement. So thank you my dear students.